Hello, YouTube. How are you doing today? Well, today you have me. I'm here to talk to you about how hustle life is no longer the game way to doing things. It's over, it's done. Who's done with the hustle game? Raise your hands. I know I am. Hey, so we're going to discover today how the hustle game affects your health. Those are the things we're going to go over now. I was doing research for my talk that I've been putting together to develop called Align Ambition, the wave effect for scaling success and living with purpose. So, as I was doing my research, I started researching the effects of hustling, living in a hustle mentality, keep going, keep going, keep going, and the effects that it has on our health. And I want to share some of those with you now. I haven't talked a lot about them yet, so this is all raw. So today we going in. And if you are joining me, make sure you hit the hashtag replay if you're not in here now. But if you are here, go ahead and engage with me. Ask me some questions. Get me ready. Get me ready for my talk. Oh, yes. So I'm on a mission to move entrepreneurs from the hustle mentality to a harmony mentality mindset, right? So we can have balance in our business and in our personal lifestyle so that we can create the life we know we deserve to live without all the struggle and the hustle and the burnout and the overwhelm and all of those things just keep going in a circle. How many of you seem to always make progress but don't go nowhere? Drop it in the comments. You always seem to make progress, but your business is not moving. So the hustle culture says the harder you work, the more successful you will be. Who believes that? If you've been there, you don't believe it. It's more than just the hustle that makes you successful. But let's say if we are working harder than we ever am and you're still feeling stuck, there must be something missing from the piece of the pie, right? Something is missing. But when you're on that hustle game, it's like a treadmill. You just keep going and going and going and going, and you feel like you're making progress, and you get off and you're in the same place. Who's tired of that? Drop me some fires in the comments if you are tired of the hustle culture and you're ready to move on past that struggle. So, when we're in the hustle, who can tell me in the comments when you're in this hustle mentality mindset, what is happening to your body? What is going on? How is your body responding? You're always in flight or fight mode, right? And if you are constantly in that fight or flight mode, which we know entrepreneurs who got to get it done, just got to get it done. You're not going to stop until it's done, right? Or what about the saying, I'll sleep when it's done. I got plenty of time to sleep. I'll sleep when I'm dead. That's what they say. Well, what good is doing all this hustle if you are not enjoying life? You're constantly in a mood or a mode or a mindset of, I gotta get it done. When do you make time for yourself to relax and get you out of that fight or flight mode? Some of the things that happen to our bodies when we're in that fight or flight mode is that we are always in a chronic stress response. We're always on edge, feel like we're walking on eggshells, don't want to be bothered, don't make no noise. I'm trying to focus, But if you just take a moment and make some time for yourself, those little things won't bother you as much. And these are lessons I had to learn myself. Oh, yes, Lord. I was a hustler to the hustler, whatever you want to call it, right? So it was so bad, when I was younger, they called me the little Jamaican. I ain't from Jamaica, but that's what they call me. And we all know what that means. You working 5 or 6 jobs. I got 5 jobs and just proud of it. Just proud that you got all these jobs. But what if you could have one job and make more money than all of those jobs? That's my idea because I want to make time for me. I want to make time to enjoy the fruits of my labor. I want to make time to enjoy the life that is out there for me to see. The hustle culture is no more. Keep following me, and we're going to get out of hustle to harmony. My name is Tammy Renee. But we're going to keep on going to some of these other things that are happening to your body because I want you to understand the things that we are putting ourselves through that we do not have to do. So you also have these cardiovascular effects. Maybe you're having some heart problems, some high blood pressure. Those all are caused from being in stress mode all the time. Sleep. Let's not talk about sleep. We already talked a little bit about sleep, right? I sleep when I'm dead. Well, your body cannot function. You ever work so hard, you work so much, you feel like you got a lot done, and the next day you wake up, you sent out your paperwork, and then you notice you had mistakes. That's from not getting enough rest so that you can be clear about the work that you are putting out there. So when you're in this flight or fight mode, you will lose sleep because your body is all worked up and it's ready to get it going. So some of the things you can do is kind of maybe go exercise, do something different, and maybe that will help put you in a restful mood, right? So that you can get that nap, so that you can get that rest. Take a bath, go get a massage, do something different. Get out of flight or fight mode, or AKA hustle culture, because it's no more. We're not going to kill ourselves for a couple of dollars when we can live in harmony and make millions, okay? Because it is possible, and I am on my way, and I'd like for you to join me as I move through harmony, creating a work-life balance. Anxiety and depression. Now, we all know with that stress, we don't want no anxiety and depression. That just takes us even more down the rabbit hole. We're trying to figure out what's wrong with us, but we got all this work to do. Anxiety and depression could be coming from you being in the hustler culture. It's time to move on. Who's ready to move on? Drop me some waves in the comments if you are ready to move on from the hustle culture. Because guess what? If you ain't moving your body and getting that exercise that you need, you're going to start showing physical symptoms. Those headaches, those pains, those tension in the muscles, in the fatigue. Keep on staying there. You're going to start experiencing the physical problems. And all of this leads to, drop it in the comments if you know where all of these things lead to. I'm going to save that one for last because I want to see what you're going to say. But go ahead, drop those in the comments for me. But then, what about the isolation? You so used to working by yourself. That is a mental strain on your mental state. If you are isolating yourself and not socializing, you can start becoming socially awkward. You don't know how to approach people, or you start feeling guilty and things like that because you're not doing what you know you need to do because you got all this work to do, right? That work will be there. And better yet, it will be there with a clear mind. And guess what? With a clear mind, you can get more done than you can with a foggy mind, trying to work your way through. And all that stuff causes what? Unbalanced work in life. It will cause your life and your work to be unbalanced. When you can balance those two, that's when you have harmony. You align your work, come out of that hustle mentality, get into your own skills, get more done with your time than repeating the same old cycles. Because ultimately, what? This all leads to burnout. That is the word I was looking for. Drop me some fires in the comments if you know what burnout feels like. You are just over it. You done. You don't want to do it no more. And all that hard work you put in is now burned up because you burned out. So let's get out of the hustler culture. Let's stop working ourselves to death. Let's stop causing all these mental problems, physical problems, health problems for what? A dollar? We have smarter ways of doing it nowadays. We don't have to work that hard. And I'm here to show you how to accomplish this with the wave effect. There's simple techniques that you use that are already within you. They are your own God given skills. And I'm going to teach you how to access those. Some of us knew how to access them at one time, but we forgot. Some of us never knew. Some know how to access, but don't know how to use them. And I've had years of working with myself, going through my own journey, and I know how to teach you these things. That's what I'm going to do. So keep on following. Maybe you'll pick up a few things or two. That rhyme. I love it. But, just remember, success does not have to be expensive for your health and your happiness. When you align your ambitions with 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 your core values, you create harmony between your work life and your personal life. So if you're ready to move on past the hustler culture, comment done in the comments. And I'm going to catch up with you and we'll have a conversation. I'll talk to you later. Thank you for being here. My name is Tammy Renee, your podcast host, and today we discussed about moving past the that's what happens when you're live, right? We discuss moving past the I can't even say it. I want to leave it so far behind. The hustler culture. There you go. I'll talk to you later. See you next week. Bye.